Hey guys, for this last video, I'm going to talk about shea butter, um, how to mix it, and gels and heat protectants. And also, before I forget, there was one oil that I didn't show you guys. It's called coconut oil. And if you look at it, it's a solid, but if the temperature drops, it'll melt. So be careful because this is my second bottle and it shouldn't, this is my second jar and it shouldn't be. This will last you for a very, very long time. But one day I was being careless and I just tore open the bottle and it all fell out. It was a liquid. So it's a solid right now because it's room temperature in my house. But if it gets really, really hot, like in the summertime, this is definitely not going to be a solid. See? It'll be a liquid and you'll lose all of it. And I was so hurt. But coconut oil, you can buy this at a grocery store because you can actually cook with this. It's a very, very good oil, guys. So moisturizing and it just makes your hair really, really shiny. And it's really, really good to mix with other things. Like if you want to mix it in some leave-in, if you want to mix it with some other kind of moisturizer or whatever. If you want to put in your hair before you wash it or before you condition it, I love coconut oil. You put it on your body. It's just all around universal, you know? It's a great, great oil. I like it. So anyway, let me get to shea butter. This is a shea butter mixture that I made. It's weird because when I first got it, I double boiled it, meaning I set it in some hot water. Because if you sit shea butter in, like I left it in this container and I set it in some boiling hot water and it melted into a liquid. And then I added some oils. And the reason people do this because when you buy unrefined shea butter, it's very gritty and it doesn't melt very well. So if you put it in your hair, it'll leave like a residue because it doesn't melt that well. But if you melt it and then add oils to it, like a olive oil or coconut oil or almond oil or avocado oil, it'll melt easier. And let me show you what I mean. So you see how it's like this, right? I put some in my hand, rub it together. It's just an oil. But without me putting an oil in it, it won't do that. It'll just be really, really gritty and it won't melt into your hair. Okay? So I double boiled it and I added some oils. I can't remember which ones, but this is very, very good when you're doing braid outs. Like I said in one of the previous videos, braid out is when you braid your hair in individual braids or you twist it in individual twists and then you untwist it. This is very, very good to put on each section of hair. So you can do that or you can whip it. Now the way you whip it is you put it in a bowl and you know the blenders that you use for a cake, like the electronic blenders when you're making a cake or some kind of batter, you I would suggest that it be separate from the one that you actually use for cooking because you're using the product, but for your hair, and that's nasty. But you just put this in a bowl, and then you add whatever oils you want, and you whip it with the electronic. What is the name of that? I don't know, but yeah, you whip it with that, and you just basically stir it like you would whip some kind of cream. Yeah, and it'll be really, really soft, like a moisturizing lotion. You know what I mean? And you won't even have to rub it together like I did. You'll just be able to put it on your hair. But I double boiled this, so I have to melt it in my hand. Another thing I want to talk about is heat protectants. Now, a lot of people are really, really afraid. When I did my first video, a comment that someone left was that they had been natural for 3 years, but they were afraid to blow dry their hair or put any kind of heat because they were afraid of heat damage. And heat damage occurs when you either blow dry your hair or straighten it, putting heat on it, and once you wash it again, your curls don't really come back and it's just straight like a perm. That's heat damage. So if you're going natural, and this happens so many times, it's happened to a lot of people that I know. If you wear weaves while you transition, meaning while you're letting your hair grow out, and you keep straightening this part, when you wash your hair, you may notice that a lot of this section is all curly, but the part that you left out is really, really straight. That means you're suffering from heat damage. And because you flat ironed that part so much, because it's the only part that you leave out, it's been exposed to a lot of heat. So to avoid that, or to remedy that, you should use heat protectants every time you put heat on your hair. So when I blow dried my hair, because I blow dried my hair first, then I did a Bantu knot out. Before I got the heat protectant that I'm going to show you, I was using this, and this is by Icy, and it is a hair polish heat protectant straightening serum, and it worked pretty well. I had a little bit of heat damage, but nothing that was noticeable. I noticed because I know my hair, but like a few strands were a little, and I think it might have been because I didn't put any on that part because I was getting tired, and this was like back in November, but when I actually straightened my hair. But this is a decent one. It's cheap. You can try that out. But the one I really like, that a couple of people on YouTube have been using, ouch, is the Tresemme Thermal Creations. It's a heat tamer spray, and it minimizes heat damage. You can spray it on and rake it through your hair. It's really, really good. I like this. And actually, Kroger, if you have a Kroger, they're having a 2 for $7 deal right now. So, yeah, I like that. Heat protectants. Very, very important if you want to preserve your curl pattern. Especially, I see nothing wrong with straightening your hair. That's fine, but just make sure you use a heat protectant. Okay. Last but not least, gels. Now, when I first went natural, and I did the mistake of listening to what everybody else says, one of the gels that I purchased was the IC. A lot of people was liking this gel. It's okay. In the beginning, I used a nice amount of it. My battery's gonna die in a second. I used a nice amount of it, but whatever. Then I decided to get the olive oil one because anything with olive oil has to be great, right? Yeah, use it once, never again. I'm not gonna throw it away because it wasn't free. I'm gonna use it eventually, but
you are now running on reserve battery power.
So, yeah. I don't even care for that. But the main oil that a lot of people use, that everyone rants and raves about, oh, it's such a good gel, is the Eco Styler. Now, this is the new Eco Styler. It's the argan oil one. I love this. I really, really do. It smells, I don't know, it smells like a gel. I really, really like it. It has a hold of 10 and it works great for me. I bought the previous olive oil Eco Styler, and it's probably like right here, and that's after what, 10 months. So that's a really, really good one as well. They have so many different kinds. They have a clear one, they have a pink one, I think, but it's called Eco Styler gel, or Echo, however you want to pronounce it. But my throat is dry. I love this new argan oil one. Everywhere I've gone, it's been sold out. So that goes to show you that a lot of people are buying it. Before my battery dies, I don't have one because I don't want to order it, but I plan on getting one. My hands are greasy because of this oil. I plan on getting one, and it's called a Tangle Teaser. For those of you who maybe are already natural or transitioning, whatever, you might notice that when you wash your hair, it gets tangled, right? You need a Tangle Teaser. It's like a $10 little handheld brush. Once I get it, I'll come on and show you what I'm talking about, but definitely get yourself one of those. It makes brushing and washing and conditioning your hair so much easier. Before the Tangle Teaser, it was the Denman brush. And everybody was ranting and raving about the Denman brush, and it does help to detangle your hair. It really, really does. But the Tangle Teaser is where it's at. So if you can get your hands on one of those, they have them on Amazon, they have them on Sally's.com, they have them at Sally's, but the Sally's here does not have it. They sold out that day, and they haven't gotten any more since then. So I'm waiting for them to get some in because I don't feel like ordering it offline. But anyway, this has been a very, very long video, so I'm going to try to edit it so that it's not 20 minutes long. But I hope that this was helpful. If there's something that I didn't answer, just leave a comment and I'll try to answer that for you. Okay, guys? Till then, peace and blessings. Holla at your girl.